This easy-to-make, silky, soothing facial gel is packed with skin moisturizing goodness and two of my favorite actives to ensure my skin is hydrated and happy. I first formulated this gel back in 2021. I still love it, and I think you will too, so let's make some. We'll begin by weighing out our ingredients. I'll be making a 150-gram batch today. The boring but essential hydrating base is 101.55 grams distilled water. If you wanted to add a bit of scent and luxury, you could easily trade some or all of that for a hydrosol you love, perhaps rose or lavender. For some silky, hydrating goodness, you'll need 30 grams of a 1% low molecular weight hyaluronic acid solution. Not sure how to make a solution from the dry powder? I'll link my video tutorial below. 4.5 grams Propanediol 1,3 brings even more skin hydrating power to this formulation. If you don't have it, vegetable glycerin or butylene glycol are both good alternatives. Now it's time for the soothing part of the gel. You'll need 4.5 grams powdered panthenol, also known as vitamin B5, and 0.45 grams allantoin. I have been using and loving both of these actives for over a decade. They're not only soothing to the skin, but also moisturizing. To keep things silky and not sticky, weigh out 4.5 grams dimethicone 350, though you could use a different weight of dimethicone if that's what you have, and a volatile silicone like cyclomethicone could also work. Now, you could try a natural dimethicone alternative instead, but I find they're generally not as good at battling tackiness as real silicones are. 2.25 grams Optiphen Plus ensures our formulation doesn't turn into a mold buffet. And lastly, the ingredient that turns all of this into a gel, 2.25 grams Sepimax ZEN. This not only thickens our formulation into a lovely, spreadable gel consistency, but it also emulsifies the dimethicone. I love an ingredient that multitasks. Making this facial gel couldn't be easier, but you will need a bit of patience. Begin by combining the water, hyaluronic acid solution, propanediol, panthenol, allantoin, dimethicone, and Optiphen Plus in a beaker. Give that mixture a stir. It won't look very good at this point in time, but that's okay. Then sprinkle the Sepimax ZEN over the surface. I really should have stirred at this point, but for some reason I skipped straight to covering it and leaving it. Whoops, it will still work, it's just gonna take longer. If I had stirred it, within an hour there wouldn't be any white powder left, but as you can see, there's definitely still some powder now. Either way, it would still be pretty clumpy at this point, but the clumps wouldn't be quite as big as this. Stir, scraping down the spatula and breaking up the clumps as best you can, cover it again, and leave the mixture to continue hydrating. After another hour, I stirred again by hand and then got out my powerful mini mixer to speed things along, which broke the big clumps up into lots of smaller clumps. If you don't have a mixer, don't worry. You certainly don't need one. Hand stirring and waiting will absolutely do the trick. No matter how you're stirring, if the clumps aren't breaking down easily, like mine aren't, just cover the beaker and give it another hour or so before trying again. Time will soften up those clumps enough that you'll eventually be able to hand stir them away, leaving you with a smooth, uniform gel. Once you've got a nice, lump-free gel, it's time to quickly check the pH before packaging. Make a 10% testing solution by mixing 2 grams of the gel with 18 grams of distilled water. Stir well and then dip in your pH meter. We want a final pH of 4 to 5, a range that's great for both your skin and the preservative. If you've made the formulation without any changes, it should fall in this range easily, but it's still a good idea to check so that you can adjust the pH if needed. To package, I'm using 2 of these 2 fluid ounce bottles with treatment pump caps. I had a little bit left over that I put in a small bottle for travel. I like to use this facial gel after cleansing, but before my facial lotion or oil serum. Might I recommend this one? It feels super luxurious, and I think it pairs perfectly with this silky, soothing facial gel. Thanks so much for watching, and happy making. Bye!